Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wednesday morning, sort of live. My name is Betty Sakosha, and I am an independent stamping demonstrator in Massachusetts and the team leader for the Power of Positive Inking. I say sort of live because hopefully I'm going to be able to schedule this to go live tomorrow, but in fact, I have another obligation that I have to be at. So this is actually Tuesday night. Tuesday night, not quite live, or Wednesday, not quite live either. In any case, welcome. I wanted to quickly remind you that Celebration is coming to an end very quickly, although this year we got a bonus day. It runs through the end of February, and this year we get the extra leap day, and that ends on Thursday. So Thursday night, you have until Thursday night to place your orders to qualify for some free items. So if your orders reach $50 or $100 or more, you qualify to reach some Celebration items. And that's one of the items is what I'm going to be using tonight. Although what I'm making is not really, well, you'll see. You'll see in a minute. I'm going to flip you down and we'll get started. Whoops, ceiling, desk, boom. Come on, stand. There we go. Okay. Oh, you get to see it all. The stand, the phone, the cord. There it all is. Okay. I think this is going to work out, I hope. There's my information. If you need to be in touch with me or to place an order, you can go to my website, bettyboop.stampinup.net. Occasionally I publish on boutique.wordpress.com, but not so much recently. Alrighty, let me bring in the Celebration brochure to show you. This, like I said, has just a couple days left. As far as I know, there was only one thing that was unavailable as of today anyway, but by the time this shows up tomorrow, who knows. So you can get stamp sets, you can get paper, you can get embossing folder, all sorts of stuff here. And I have loved all of the paper. But I'm going to show you another paper tonight. Nope, that's not the paper we're using. It was here a minute ago. I swear it was. I went through. There it is. It's actually on the first page. I skipped right over it. This is the paper that we're going to be using tonight, and it's called Sunny Days. It's really eclectic paper, just really fun paper. It should be called Really Fun Days, because some of the days aren't so sunny because there's some raindrops in there. But there's a little bit of everything in here. Embossing folders and classy things, and then cutesy things, more classy things. If you are interested, if your wish list is really big, I recommend that you seriously consider joining at this time because you get the most bang for your buck. You can either get this awesome glass mat that I'm using today, which is handy if you love stamping and have a lot of other stuff. But if you're kind of new to stamping, I would actually recommend that you take advantage of the other deal, which is to get an extra $25 in free stuff. So you get $155 for just $99. Anything you want. Anything you do after that is completely your choice, whether you continue to buy at a discount, whether you do classes, or whether you walk away. It's all up to you. So it's easy peasy. I'd love to have you on my team. So if you're interested in that, just be in touch with me, and I will walk you through how to do it. But super easy, but it does have to be done by Thursday night. All right, so Stampin' Up! Also brought in some more things to celebrate last week. And as far as I know, the only thing that is not available right now are the markers. But there's a couple of stamp sets, some more paper. This pack of paper is huge, and it's for only a $50 for a $50 order. It's huge. A memory kit, some card kits. These are really nice, these Sweet Thoughts Memory and More cards. I've been really enjoying playing with quick cards that go with this from the catalog. And some more embossing folders. So those are all the freebies, but I wanted to focus on this pack of paper here because I love it. So this pack of paper called Sunny Skies has got a lot of action, as I told you. It's got cherries, I think these are poppies. I don't really know. Maybe I don't actually know what they are. But they're really pretty. The back side of that is nice and peachy. We got some cool butterflies, some strawberries, some more flowers, sunshine, cherries. Just generic-y paper. It's good paper. You're going to be able to use it in a lot of different ways. But the two papers that I really wanted to focus on today, really I want to focus on this paper here because I love it. So it's a bunch of rainbows, but they're green. And as soon as I saw them, I knew what I was going to do with these. I did wait until this very moment to do it, but I knew a month and a half ago what was going to happen with these. So they're some shaded spruce and some like pool party. And then the back side of it is some seriously shaded spruce flowers with a little bit of black. Okay, so about a month ago, or 2 months ago, Stampin' Up! Came out with this Sending Love bundle. So this is the bundle here. It comes with this stamp set along with a bunch of dies. So the dies cut out, this is, the thing that holds your mailbox, your flag, a bush, a bunch of things. This is a little letter. This would actually cut out this right here. A lot of these would cut out the things that are on here, right? So you've got your circles that will cut out. These sent with love. Yeah, this one even cuts out. This is kind of ridiculous because it'd be more work than it's worth, in my opinion, to cut that out. But you could do it. I think it would just be easy to do a bunch, just cut out. And I don't like to fussy cut, but even I would do that. And then the little bird gets cut out, as well as a bunch of hearts all together. So really, really good dies for a lot of different purposes, but just such a fun stamp set. And while it was kind of next to a lot of Valentine things, in my opinion, not so Valentine-y. I feel like you can use it for a lot of different things. So tonight, I'll show you the original card that we made. Actually, I'll show you the original card that I made in a class that I had, where I use the back. This paper here is actually this paper. This paper, right? If you've got too much of this paper, you can make it into kind of a sky and use it for a variety of things. And that's what I did with it here. I used it as the sky. You could do your own background. You could use straight out blue paper for your background, but I liked the look of the DSP and how it was not one flat color for this card. I liked that. So I'm building what I'm making today, which is that kind of a St. Patrick's Day card based on this, but St. Patrick's-y feel to it. Okay. Let me leave that over there if you need it while I gather my guts. Okay, the thing you need to know about DSP, or this DSP that I'm using today, so this designer series paper, I wanted to use this as a mailbox cover. Actually, before I get to the mailbox cover, let's make our background. That's more important right now. Okay, because I was dealing with a mailbox cover that was going to be pool party, I felt that this blue wasn't going to work really well. So I decided to use some DSP from the package. And the pack of paper DSP has, let me see if I can pull you up so you get a better idea of what this paper looks like all together. Okay, so this paper goes from kind of dark, if you will, pool party, kind of fades away in the middle and then turns to raindrops. That's why it's not really Sunny Days, although it is Sunny Days. That's the name of the paper. So I thought I would use these in the middle as my background with the clouds that are right there. Anybody that spent any time dealing with 12 by 12 paper knows the most efficient way to use this paper is to cut it into 3 by 4 pieces, because you can do a ton of stuff with 3 by 4 pieces on your paper. However, for this card, I needed something longer than a 3 by 4 piece. In fact, I'll tell you, I needed 4.5. So I needed, yeah, this with the black underneath is 4.5. So I needed it to be 4.25, and I only had 4 inches that I was working with. So let me show you what I did. As I told you, I cut off the top 4 inches, the middle 4 inches, and the bottom 4 inches. And that left me, where is the piece? All right, stay tuned, because I don't know where it went. I'm going to make another one. All right. Yeah, it's somewhere on this desk. I know it is. But basically what I did was that's the top, that's the middle that gets all fadey at the bottom, and that is the bottom. So you could use anything. You could use your raindrops as the background here. You could use this as your background, or do what I did, which was this middle piece. So this is now my 3x4 piece. And I'm going to mount this onto a, oh, Betty. What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, that's fine. I'm right. Just confused. Okay, so I'm going to mount this on here, but I wanted it a little bit higher. And so the bottom of it is going to be a little bit wonky. But I'm okay with that because I'm going to cover that piece up. And let me show you how I do that. This, these dies come actually with a piece of grass. So this can cut your grass to any height you want. So it's only going to cut the top. So if you want really deep grass, you do that. If you want really short grass, you do that. So I cut my grass right about here. And my intent is to, let me bring this down a little bit. And my intent is to stamp some words right along the side here. So I'd like to use the stamp from here, a little love from me to you, but I don't want from me to you on there. That's too much. Too much. So I'm just going to put a little love. And the way that I'm going to do that is just to grab a sticky note and I'm going to cover up the part that says from me to you, just with my sticky note. Then I'm going to grab my Memento ink. You definitely need a dark ink for this because the Shaded Spruce is pretty dark paper, but I'm going to use it anyway. So I have, you can see the ink that I have on there. This is the important part. Take that off. So now this is not inked up, this part. And sometimes you get a little bit of extra ink along these edges, so I just want to be careful to take care of that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this comes out straight. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll accept that. Okay, but now this is going to be too long to go on this paper. This piece here is going to be too long for this paper here. So what I want to do is I want a general idea of where my frame will sit. You can see the bottom is just a little bit long. I suppose I could have dealt with that, but I'm going to show you how I actually solve this here. And that is, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue at the bottom of this, like so. And I'm going to line up like that. So this will give me, this might seem like overkill to you, but it sort of makes sense to me. Okay, so this is going to give you the correct frame all the way around the edges. So now I'm going to go in. This is just being held on the bottom. The top of this is actually pretty loose. It just is being held on by the bottom here. And I'm just going to snip off this end. So that way I maximized my 3x4 DSP, trimmed that baby right off, and now I can layer this right on here. Green glue goes a long way, so as long as you squish a little bit on, you are good to go. All right, now that's it for stamping. Now, I previously cut out a bunch of the pieces of this, so I'm going to show you quickly how to put this together. So this is the, I don't even know what you call it, the thing that holds up your mailbox pole, I guess. And what I'm going to do is just to give it a little bit of texture, I'm just going to take some of the, you can see there, it comes with a lot of texture. So I'm just going to kind of follow some of these curly Q lines here and just add a little bit more with the, I'm using the dark crumb cake blend, and then I'm just going to take my light crumb cake blend and smush, and that is going to kind of bleed all of that together, or blend it all together. Probably it should be called blends because, I mean, it should be, I should say blends, because bleeds would be a bad name for a marker, right? Okay, so that's going to do its little job over here, blending together. You can see already it's kind of all fading together to give you the look of wood. Now, this is going to tuck under here, but not quite the way I have it so far. When you cut out your mailbox, you can actually, there's a mailbox that comes with it, so you can stamp and color it, or you can just cut out this one, which is a larger one, which is what I'm doing here. So it comes with, it'll give you a bunch of score lines. The way that I find it easiest to use is to follow that score line at the top, and then there's a score line at the bottom. Fold it over. Use your, if you've got your bone folder, use your bone folder to give it a nice crease like that. But then, rather than tuck it in like that, because that doesn't work really well, it doesn't work at the end of it, if you actually fold it behind, it's going to actually create a little bit of space on the inside, which will be handy, because we're going to put a letter in there. But this goes on the back behind it. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of, okay, maybe that was a little bit more than a little bit, but I'm going to put some green glue there, like so. All right, that is going to take a little while to dry, but that's fine. Okay, so now I've got my mailbox there. I ran my designer series paper through the Big Boss, so I was able to cut this out here. Now, I didn't need to get a whole mailbox because I'm only covering the front of the mailbox. So I didn't want to waste any DSP that I didn't need to waste. So this is now going to fit over the mailbox. Now, I don't personally have a mailbox cover, but I do think they're cute. And I thought, well, with this particular stamp set, you could have it for any season. Any season. By just using whatever designer series paper is seasonal. I think it's such a cute idea. And I hope you take advantage of it, because you'll have, this now becomes a year-round stamp set. Okay, so what I did was I folded the top. This is the easiest way to do this. Put a little bit of glue on here and a little bit behind, because I do have some extra to tuck there. So you're going to fold that over and just line it up on your mailbox like so. And then the bottom here, you're just going to tuck underneath. So that is going to go like that, just tucked underneath. Luckily, real mailbox covers don't look like this on the back, but this works. Okay, so a little bit more green glue. Gonna give it a second here to dry, or at least to stick enough that it's sticky. Okay, I did get some stick on there, so let me go grab my sticky remover. This is an adhesive remover that, if you're not familiar with, they're fantastic. Let me put some paper down here. The glue kind of has to dry first, but you just use it's very rubbery. It's like the old rubber sole of shoes, and just go in one direction and it will pick up the adhesive that's on there. So kind of you got to have that in your stamp room. Okay, back to this. So now my mailbox is covered, right? I want my mailbox to sit. You could do it if there was a storm, right? I live in New England. A lot of mailboxes end up like that. Okay, so I think this height is going to work out all right. I need it to sit somewhere about there. I would like the sky to show behind it. So I think this will fit right there. All I'm going to do is peel this up a little, put a little green glue on the back, and put it down. It's oozing through the wood there. That's okay. I can clean it up. I just showed you how to clean it up. If it oozes through too much, I'll let it dry and then take it off. Alrighty, let's see. All right, our mailbox needs a flag. So I cut out a flag from this in the shaded spruce. And there's a tiny little dot there that will show you that's where your flag circle should fit. You could actually use an actual brad for this, but I'm not. So I'm just putting a little bit of green glue on the back of that. I am going to line it up with the circle. And the glue does not go over the top. Doesn't go over the top of that. It sort of doesn't matter, but it doesn't. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And then we got to put the little thing that makes the flag move. So I grabbed some of these. These are our festive pearls. I used up a bunch of these on another project, so I had to open a new package just for one of these. But it's going to be worth it. These come in, I believe it's real red. It could be cherry cobbler. This is like pool party, silver, and gold. And they're teeny tiny and adorable. Anything teeny tiny is worth using. Just adorable. But it's really nice because it matches the, you can see that it matches, come on, focus. Maybe you can't see, but it does. It matches this pool party in the rainbows. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's put this down. I'm going to grab my dimensionals, put them on the back. I don't have a pot of gold here, but if you owned a little pot of gold, I think it'd be really cute to put at the base of the mailbox. I think that would be so cute. So St. Patrick's-y. Okay. Wouldn't it be right there? Perfect, right? Okay, so let me peel off my dimensionals. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Let me put it down low enough that it... I love when things stick off the card a little bit. It makes me happy. Or above the card, like, they seem real to me when they do that. I don't know if that's your thing, but I definitely love that. Okay. So now I'm going to adhere this onto... I ran... a little piece of basic white through the hash, I don't even know what you call this thing, hash embossing folder. And this is going to fit right on there like that. Because there is dimension on this here, I always use green glue. Well, first of all, I always use green glue anyway, but you should use green glue because that gets into the nooks and crannies. And it really helps it to stick, where when you put regular like Seal or Seal Plus, it doesn't always stick into the nooks and crannies. So the green glue is a good option for that. All right, let me pull in my shaded spruce. This is a half a sheet of shaded spruce. And I'm going to pop that on there. Again, I'm going to use my green glue, getting into the nooks and crannies. You could also, for this part, you could also use dimensionals, but I didn't. Okay, and to finish the card off, this actually even comes with a little, a die for a letter. Now, there is also in the stamp set, there is a letter that you could cut out and stick in the mailbox, but I decided I wanted the other side of that paper, these green flowers. So watch how cute this is. Like, you could just make a ton of these because they're just adorable. Like, look at that little envelope. So cute. Okay, I'm gluing it shut, and I'm not putting a note in it. But you certainly could, and I think that would be the sweetest if you put in fact, let me leave it open. Maybe I will change my mind, although it's probably glued shut. No, I think I could put a little note in there. You know, it'd be really cute to put like little green hearts in there. Okay, but I'm going to leave this open. Not the way that the U.S. postage system really likes their mail, but I am going to leave it open. And you'll see that it can tuck right in here. Like, it fits right in there. So you could take this out. If you wanted it to stick in there, I'm going to leave this one so it actually comes out if somebody wanted to open it. I'm going to test my friends because I know who I'm sending this to. I'm going to see if they actually open that. But if you wanted it to stick in there, you could put a little dimensional on the back of it and just kind of keep it so that it stays right there in the mailbox. But I'm going to leave it so it could actually be removed. All right, and then on the inside of the card, I'm just going to put, because this is a dark card, you obviously need something pretty bright on the inside to write on. So just a little layer of basic white. I did find some words because I didn't have any St. Patrick's Day words. So I was looking for something that kind of worked with this. And I did find from our Something Fancy, I think it would work. Let me know in the comments if you think this is ridiculous, but grateful for the everyday magic of you, because I feel like St. Patrick's Day is kind of magical, right? So anyway, those are the words that I'm going to stamp inside in green, in shaded spruce. So here is my original. This is the one that I did about a month ago that, while it wasn't specifically for Valentine's Day, it kind of was around Valentine's Day. And so I used a little, oh, you can see here, I pulled it right out, but that's where the dimensional, the baby dimensional, you can put in here and hold it down. But this one's just basic, right? Like just basic black. And then here's the one with the cover, with the, mailbox cover. I'm just thinking it would be really sweet if somebody had a new house, you could kind of put their address on there, which would be really sweet. But you can see just by looking at this how you could use this for every season. You could, every season there's going to be designer paper that's going to look really cute on a mailbox. I think that would be a really sweet idea. So, alrighty, let me flip you around, chat with you super quick. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can get my stand up here. Okay, so that was it for today. I needed to let you know about that because if you are placing an order and you don't know what you want, I really like the Sunny Days paper, and I think you will too. I think you can use it for so many different things. And it's very eclectic. Some of the other paper we have is beautiful paper, but kind of has a lot of the same looks throughout it, whereas this paper has a lot of different looks to it, and I know that you will find use for all of them. All right, so you have until Thursday night to place your last celebration order in order to qualify for some freebies. Like I said, if you are interested, if there's a bunch of things on your wish list, please do not spend over $99 and not sign up. That doesn't make any sense. I promise you, the commitment is basically a non-commitment. So please do the smart thing and just sign up. Get in touch with me if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And if you're placing an order, you can go to my website, bettyboop.stampinup.net. You can do that to join as well. And coming soon, there are some really good new online exclusives that will be available in about a week or so. So stay tuned. I will see you next Wednesday for Wednesday Morning Live. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.